Yo, what's going on, you guys? It's your boy Shermaine, aka Terry McGinnis, coming at you with Real Talk Episode 2, and it's going to be about expanding your gaming horizons and why that's important to do so as a gamer. The gameplay you're seeing in the background is me and your boy Brian playing some Mark for Death on Relic, hashtag never forget. And we do relatively well. And man, Mark for Death is probably one of my favorite game modes, if not my favorite game mode to play in Titanfall. I think it really suits the high mobility, parkour, non-stop action that this game is kind of known for. You know what I'm saying? I really enjoy it, and I'm really interested and curious to see what other game modes Respawn can conjure up back in the office and stuff like that. So that's what you're going to be seeing in the background. Oh yeah, in addition, some screenshots have been released of Dig Site, and I'm going to be making a video on that shortly. And in addition, as soon as I hear other stuff, read other stuff, see other stuff, I'm going to be bringing that to you guys. So let's go ahead and start talking about expanding your gaming horizons. Now, I understand that a lot of people fall under the casual gamer category, and that's totally fine. You know what I'm saying? You know, casual gamers are people that just don't really care. They just want to play something fun that's going to occupy their attention for, however long they need and kill time. And, that's whatever. It's cool, man. Like if that's all you're into is just, video games are just a time killer, then hey, that's cool. It doesn't matter. You don't have to spend fucking, $200-300 on video games every year. No big deal. But if you're a person that plays video games every single day, really enjoys them, and really enjoys all that comprises a video game, you know what I'm saying, then it's really important to play a multitude of games and a large variety of genres. You know what I'm saying? I think for the most part, a lot of people I know for me, for sure, a lot of people, growing up playing, games when you're in your teens and stuff like that. At least for me, back in high school, it was all everybody talked about was Call of Duty, next Call of Duty, next Call of Duty, next Call of Duty. Like, you didn't hear anything, you know what I'm saying? You didn't hear shit about anything. Gears of War was pretty big too back in high school. Or not Gears of War 2, but Gears of War, the franchise, was also pretty huge. That was another big thing. But other than those two, that's all everybody talked about was next Call of Duty. Oh yeah, I played Spec Ops last night and Zombies and 10 Prestige and all that bullshit. Like, that's how most people were, you know what I'm saying? And that's just how you kind of are, when you are kind of younger. You don't really think about a whole lot. You don't really think a whole lot about video games, you know what I mean? You just, like I say, you just play them and have fun, and, that's really it. But, thankfully, as I got older, and I had to take a bunch of classes, and, in my high school, it was all about, like, critical thinking and stuff like that. So, and it was a lot of literature, a lot of humanities, and with those kinds of classes, you kind of really, figure out what makes a story really good, you know what I mean? You learn about narrative, you learn about character development and all that good stuff. In addition, I read and watch Naruto every single week, so, seeing, like, Naruto when he was a little kid, a little fuck up to where he is now, like, damn, like, he's come a long way, you know what I'm saying? And you can kind of, that helped me out in terms of video games. I'm like, fuck, man, some of these games have come a long way, or, this character has come a long way from when he started his journey and stuff like that. And it really helped me figure out, like, what do I like in a video game? What kind of video games do I like? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's so important if you're a gamer. Not if you're a casual gamer, but if you're a gamer, to play more than one franchise, to play more than one fucking genre. Like, it's so vital because there's so many different experiences waiting for you to be unlocked, you know what I mean? Waiting for you to just stumble across and, give it a chance. And it's just kind of like, it's mind-boggling how some people just seriously look forward to every single Call of Duty every year, and that's really all they care about. And I'm like, man, like, how can you just only play like one type of game? Like that to me, I don't understand that. Don't get me wrong, I love me some FPSs, you know what I'm saying? I love Halo, I like Battlefield, I used to like Call of Duty, and I love Titanfall, you know what I mean? I gotta have my FPS fix, you know what I'm saying? My competitive shooter fix, I like that, you know what I'm saying? I enjoy that, but that's not all that I play, you know what I'm saying? I love RPGs, my god, I love me some Skyrim, some Fallout, I play the fuck out of those. I love really heavy single-player centric games, like Grand Theft Auto, and like Watch Dogs, you know what I'm saying? Where it's not like a shooter game, but it's very, I love a good story, man. I love a good story in any game. And those are the games that I buy for the story and for, compelling characters and crazy turns of events and stuff like that. That's what I like. I love, like I said, I love me some RPG, you know what I'm saying? Hell, I even play real-time strategy with Clash of Clans. It's a RTS game. It's not, you know, I'm not super into RTS, but it's something that I play, you know what I mean? I love me some hack and slash, Ninja Gaiden, fucking Dante's Inferno. I didn't have the game, but I enjoyed playing the demo, Devil May Cry. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm really, like, happy that I play a fuckload of games, because there's so many different things that I have gotten to, for lack of better words, I'm going to be pretty redundant because I can't think of a synonym for experience, but there's so many experiences that I've had with all different kinds of games that I would never have gotten by playing one or two franchises, one or two different genres, you know what I mean? That's why I feel like it's super important, if you're a gamer and you play games like every day, to play different games, you know what I mean? Even if you are a casual gamer and you kind of are just really bored of your stuff, well, I mean, it's like no shit, you know what I mean? You play these games every day. You don't care about, you know, what's really presented in front of you. It's just, you know, trying to have fun. But it's like you play the same genre year after year after year. You play the same franchise year after year after year. Man, before you know it, you have beaten the shit out of that game. You have beaten the shit out of that franchise. And it's like, no, there's obviously a reason why you're bored or why these games just become stale to you. It's because you played them for so fucking long, you know what I mean? That's why there's a lot of people out there that just, you know, they still buy the Call of Duties every single year, but it's because they don't have anything else to fucking get into, you know what I mean? And that's because they don't want to try anything else. And it's you know, you're doing yourself a disservice, because video games for me, like, they're an escapism, they're a portal to another universe, and it's like a movie, you know what I mean? It's like a movie, but these movies are interactive, you know what I'm saying? And it's just so much fucking fun. Like, let's say you play FPSs all day, every day, but you want something different. You can go, like, for a good example is Far Cry 3, you know what I mean? It's a first-person shooter, but it's really heavy story-driven, and it has really good characters, it has a really good villain, it's got, you know, tons of side things to do, but the mechanics feel familiar because they're an FPS. You're used to the mechanics, so playing the game itself is not something that is difficult, you know what I'm saying? Like, I think it would be kind of, honestly, a little bit difficult if someone who played FPSs all the time went to go play Skyrim, because there's a lot of things you have to manage, you know, health, items, weight, fucking magicka, stamina, you know, all that stuff. So, like, this is kind of funny, this part right here. My laptop was about to die, and I had to fucking run across the room and leap and all my shit and all that stuff. And if my laptop would have died, then, since I had my Elgato plugged in, I couldn't, I would have had no fucking video feed. I would have been playing blind with the TV off and shit. But anyways, so like I was saying, like, even if you, that was my phone, even if you, like, fucking aren't super into games, like, you know, just branch out a little bit. Like, for instance, when Guacamelee came out on the Xbox One when it was free, when I first looked at that game, I was like, what the fuck? No way. I'm not going to play this game. It looks stupid as shit. And then I downloaded it, and I was like, yeah, fuck it. You know, it's free, right? I've had so much fun playing that game. That game is a blast. That game is awesome. I really, really love it. Like, you just got to take chances. And I know this sounds kind of weird, but, I mean, get out of your comfort zone when it comes to gaming. Play something different, you know what I mean? You might play a game, and you might actually love it. Like, oh my god, like, fuck. You love a good story? I love a good story. If you love a good story, then, like I said, like, play something like Far Cry. Or if you love a story where you are the person in charge, you make the decisions, you kill whoever you want, and your decisions impact, you know, the story and stuff like that, play an RPG, play Skyrim, play Fallout. Those games are phenomenal. If you want to cut shit up, you know what I'm saying? Well, you know, hopefully not in real life. But if you want something that's really, really heavy action oriented, non-stop, play like a hack and slash, you know what I'm saying? So that's why it's so important to go out and play all these different types of games, because there's so many experiences and characters and universes for you to experience that you're never going to have if you just stay with one or two genres, one or two franchises. And that's just what I really wanted to stress today in this episode of Real Talk. So, you know, my name is Shemaine. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'm out. Peace. Have a good day.